Hey there, superstars. Welcome to Soulfully Illumined. In this video, we are going over the energies for this new moon in Cancer that is upon us. And wow, that's all I've got to say. It feels like this colossal new beginning, this new sense of self, of like greater, stronger foundation within ourselves. You know, overall, this month of July is a watery month, right? Generally speaking. And so emotions may have been coming up and down and up and down, and moments of just sheer nothingness in between, or just heaviness or lightness. It's just been like all over the place, as we've been seeing in the world, things being all over the place. But this new moon in Cancer really brings forth some lightness. And these two cards, or these two that have popped out, right? The light or the sun being the major theme or major energies for the collective. And the bottom of the deck being growth or plants. And it feels like, you know, with this new moon, we're really moving into a lighter time, a lot of light coming in during this time. And it was interesting because we just had that 777 portal, and then we're moving into like the Lion's Gate. So I really feel like that these energies in July are really shaping us and preparing us for this Lion's Gate portal that's coming in next month. And so this month, well, the energies of Cancer for this month are really bringing forth that sense of home, of belonging, of warmth, the hearth. And as we move forth in this energy, it's like we're going to be having a greater sense of that in our reality if we choose to see it, if we choose to, you know, see the light in the situations that are presented to us. And they may come in, you know, surprisingly different ways than what we're accustomed to or what we've been used to in the past. It's because we've walked into this whole new reality. And we're slowly but surely upgrading so we can really be in this new reality. So, you know, we're going to get even more evidence of this into that Lion's Gate portal. But this month here, this time for this new moon is really this stepping stone, really this impactful time of walking into a greater state of acceptance of what is, and courage and confidence to change those things within us and in our environment around us by cutting those cords. You know, I'm seeing in my third eye the crab as it's just kind of using its claws to cutting away certain strings or attachments or distractions that we have in our reality to really allow us to come out of the shell and feel comfortable in our environment. We're going to find this is such a fruitful time where things will start to manifest into form. This will be a fruitful time where ideas will start to grow. And this could just be in the form of ideas. This could be in the form of a plan or starting those initial steps. Or this could be manifestations occurring, especially if it's been something that you've been working on for a long time. But those of you that have been on a really rough ride for a while, it feels like, well, you know, it'll start to lighten up a little bit. But then once that for like about a week or two, and then once we hit that full moon, you know, it's that time of expansion with that full moon in Aquarius, because it's like we've opened up and that light is filling our vessel up, filling our spirit, our energetic body, our mental body, our emotional body, and really pushing us to our limits. And so we may start to feel a little bit more turbulence or a little bit more fear during that full moon coming up for us to just kind of release it. But I'll talk more about that during that full moon video coming up in like a week or two, probably 2 weeks, closer to that full moon. But the key here for this new moon is the emotions, is the emotional state that we choose to be in. You know, it's like I'm hearing lifetimes where we've used more of the mind than the emotions, and we've let our emotions run wild. And what has been preparing within us, what's been building strength and momentum in us, is this ability to now really utilize the emotions instead of having the emotions use us and getting swept up in the current. And so, my friends, we're really, really moving into a time of mastery, a time of really just invoking that higher version of ourselves in physical form. You know that phrase, walk in faith, not by sight. By utilizing those emotions and having faith in your abilities, the manifestations will become quicker. And ultimately, it's like this time is really about strengthening those tools within us to allow these manifestations, not for the purpose of manifestations, but more so for the purpose of us knowing and feeling and embodying our true nature. And so this really marks the time of the opening act where, and for some of you, it's that curtain call. So it's like the ending and the beginning. It's like the final act for some things where you're just kind of closing out and cutting off certain things in your life, and then walking into a new beginning, those curtains opening up and you seeing the reality up in front of you in a whole different way. This is such a favorable time for change, my friends. But at the same time, it's really important that we give ourselves that space to really allow our physical vessel, our mental bodies, our emotions to do any sort of clearing, healing, or resting or rejuvenating that it needs to do. Because there's a lot of solar energy coming in. There's a lot of like DNA upgrades that are happening. And our bodies are really feeling it. And it just feels like that into that Lionsgate portal between the water element and then we have the fire coming in with the Leo later on. And so it's just, it can be a little intense. So reminding ourselves to rest. Because the way that we've been working, and I know I've said this before, but I feel like I have to say this again because we are consistently trying to change these patterns, right? Whether it's energetically or physically. But what I was trying to say is that the way that we've been doing some things in the past will no longer resonate or work. And so if that mind starts to act up and say, well, no, we should be doing this and we have to do this and this is the way that it's been done and this is the way everyone else does it. Come back to center, because your body, your energy will be speaking to you. And this is the time to truly connect to it, because when you put that attention and that focus back to where it needs to be, I don't know, I'm just seeing like this explosion, but an explosion as in like the sun just kind of beaming out. Like it's just going to be like an exponential effect, especially right now. So, my friends, I hope you enjoy this new moon and set those wonderful intentions and allow spirit to kind of guide you along the flow. So we're going to go into the pick a pile aspect of this reading. We have pile 1, pile 2, and a pile 3. Go ahead and scroll down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey there, pile 1, welcome. So we're going to go into the energies for you for this new moon in Cancer. So, Spirit, for pile 1 collective, how are the energies impacting them physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically? For pile 1 collective for this new moon in Cancer, that was a mouthful. What do you got? All right. Okay, so for you, pile 1, it feels like the energies are really impacting your crown chakra. It's heading into so the throat as well as the heart chakra, and it's really helping you to ground. The energies are really just helping. You may feel like Kundalini energy rising up your spine during these next couple of weeks, pile 1, because it feels like there's this, like you have confidence here and then you have healing bottom of the deck. And it does feel like there's just this clearing out that's happening within your, I'm hearing your vessel. Which vessel? It would be all of your vessels. Energetically, that's then impacting you mentally as well, emotionally as well, and physically as well. You may want to get more in the sun if you have a lot of sun in your area, or there's moments where it's really sunny outside and you have some free time. The sun will really be beneficial for you at this time. It will really help you to, I don't know, I'm getting the word radiate. It's like it's really going to help you to light up. But on a mental sense, I feel like it's giving you, this time is, you're going to be gaining some clarity, mental clarity about some things, and it's going to be changing the way that you see your reality. And it's also, you're going to be feeling really empowered during this new moon, okay, or as a result of this new moon. Empowered, this ability to just kind of move more freely in your reality and really spread your wings. I feel like it's just such a contrast from maybe the way that you've been working before. Maybe you've been really conscientious about how you speak, what you say, how you are in your physical reality. Maybe because things haven't manifested as they had before. But what I'm getting here is this real opening up, a real lighting up of your energy, of your, just, my friends, like, I feel like you're going to be really strong during these next 2 weeks. You're going to be really feeling your power, which is amazing. And what I'm hearing is just soak it in. Soak it in and feel everything and spread your wings, because you're truly being supported and protected at this time. But it's like these energies coming in really want you to feel that happiness. So when you have those moments of feeling like happy, like free, just feeling really good, they're saying, like, just soak it in. Just really take in every single feeling, like take in those feelings into every single cell of your being. Like, just really take it in, because that's going to help enhance that energy within your body and energies, if that makes sense. You're going to be seeing things in a completely different way. Yes, I said that, but from different angles, it feels like. I feel like it's going to be a busier time for you in a sense of more clarity, more understanding, seeing different perspectives, different angles of things. And with the emotional body coming up, there's a bit of, I'm hearing a purge that may be happening, and that could be, I'm getting more of like, root chakra, even sacral plexus energy. So maybe that feeling of safety and security may be coming up to be kind of walked through and released for you. Also with the sacral chakra would be more like that creative expression. You may feel that fear coming up. that you just may have to walk through. And that takes me into that full moon in Aquarius, which is really asking us to kind of break through the barriers. So you may be feeling that more into that full moon in Aquarius. Prayer and contemplation, pile 1. If you find that mind starts to act up, and that could be induced by maybe your emotions rising at certain things, by certain triggers. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, prayer and contemplation. You may want to go back into that space of gratitude or prayer, or just even going over those emotions and processing them as to why you're feeling that, to kind of help you rationalize or step back from the emotional state to get that bird's eye perspective to then clear it. Something to consider here. But I feel like overall, pile 1, like this is really good energy coming in for you. Like it's time for you to rise is what I'm getting here. And it's a time for you to really rise into the sun and get out of the darkness of the past. You may have been doing a lot of shadow work in the past, but with the confidence card coming right under the sun, I feel like that sun is just like pouring that energy right into you. Right? And really helping you to just really fill back up. And as you fill back up, you'll find that there's certain growth that's going to happen as a result, and that growth could be coming through the forms of like actual ideas or magic or miracles that are manifesting around you. It could come out in different ways, but let's go more into detail. So for pile 1 collective spirit, how does that look in their physical reality? We have cleansing waters. I'm going to just put that here. We're going to keep going. We have protected by angels. I'm going to move that up. And I'm going to move that up. And right here. And are we going to do one more card? Okay. Yeah, that's where I was going. Okay, I'm actually going to put this here because you know what? We don't need to do things in straight lines. Like, why can't we just have some fun and like just be a little messy, right? Like, here we go. Let's do something like that. You guys can see, right? And I'm just going to put that here. That feels about right now. Okay. So we have cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. And that's what I just mentioned earlier about purifying some things. And with the emotions here, and we have protected by angels, you're cherished by angels. And then we have wise leader, you're a beacon for others. Bottom of the deck, it says passion and pleasure. Now's the time for you to really utilize your emotions in a way that serves you. And so I feel like maybe in the past, sometimes the emotions ride you, but it's now switching as you build more strength within yourself, as these energies really just settle into your skin, your body, your vessel, your chakras, as you come forth more strongly here. I feel like you're going to be utilizing your emotions versus the emotions utilizing you. For example, music. There's a way that music impacts you. Some songs just make you feel really low and just kind of keep you in a more, like whether it's a nostalgic or sad or just, you know, like a sadder state, versus other songs that just really pep you up and make you happier, feel at peace. It's utilizing those tools, that, for example, the tool of music, to help you steady those emotions, to steady yourself. And you're going to find more of those tools around you, and that could just be as simple as going out in nature, and that helps to soothe you. And that's a key for you this this month, but also for these next few weeks, pile one, is water. The water element is important for you. You might even be a water element, meaning predominantly a water element. So I don't know what the signs are: Pisces, Scorpio, and then there was one more, Cancer. Cancer. And so I'm looking at the dragonfly here. And so you may see that as a sign, but what I'm getting with that dragonfly energy, watch how you interpret a situation when you're happy versus when you're mad or upset. There's a shift of perception for you that I feel like you're going to get a sense, and that could be subconscious or conscious. Regardless, my friends, as I said before, you are protected and you are cherished by your angels. And I'm being drawn to the sword here. There's a lot of wisdom that's coming forth for you, or knowledge that's coming forth for you. I say wisdom because it's certain things that you've learned from the past, your past experiences, that are now considered wisdom because you walk through it, you have the experience from it. And because of that, you're now able to really be that beacon for others. And you're going to feel more of that power into that lion's gate. And, you know, I don't know if I've said it before, but I'm saying it now, which is, you know, this year, this is really amping us up to really help us be in our next, not our spiritual path, but like our spiritual destiny, like our next steps, our next major, you know, our next major, I'm hearing dharma, but certain things that we were designed to do. This is setting us up for that. And you're going to feel that power of yours just really coming forth. It's going to build momentum. But the key for you with this bottom of the deck energy, passion and pleasure, savor your life. Follow your joy. It may not make logical sense, but this isn't a time where logic makes sense or sense makes logic, if that even makes sense. But it's not about logic right now. It's about the emotions. It's about what makes you feel good, and trusting that the blessings will come forth through that. Interesting. Someone once said to me, and I kind of kept that with me, which was, why would you trust in this broken system when the universe is infinite? And I feel like with that statement, like there's so many layers to that statement. But what I'm getting here with you, Palawan, is that you're infinite because you're the universe. You're everything. And as your passions, as you follow your joy, as you follow the things that make you feel good and trust in your innate, it's like that confidence will build and more blessings will emerge. So it's a real great time for you, Palawan. We're going to finish off with a card here. So Spirit, any final advice for Palawan Collective for this new moon in Cancer? We have healing. And I'm seeing this card coming through. Enchantment in reverse. And surrender in reverse. So with here, with these cards, pile one, what I'm getting with you is this is a time of partially releasing the past is what I'm getting. But here, like I'm seeing the feathers here, which reminds me in this card of the feathers here. Did I see it somewhere else? Yes, and the feathers here. It comes down to safety and security and having faith in yourself as you move forth in this journey. Do you trust in yourself and do you trust in the divine? And that's okay. Like, you know what? There are moments when I was like, what the hell? Why do I have to do this? Like, you guys took me down a hole. Like, how can I trust you? And it's okay to have those feelings and to release them and to allow them. But if we don't allow them to let go, like to be heard, to be comforted, to be just come up for the conscious mind, then how can we ever release it? You know what I mean? And so unless we just keep bottling it up. And for you, there's a cleansing that's happening. And I know, like, I feel like it's just this momentum into this full moon for you. Because what you're doing is you're expanding out. And it's always like, as soon as we expand out, we hit like this wall. And then we got to kind of push through the wall and get beyond the wall. And then there's another wall, right? And we got to surrender more and more and more. And this for you is another level of surrendering. But a level of surrendering that you can do, because here with this flame, her holding the flame, it's like you have so much inner strength within you. You have so much strength, and everything you need, you already have. You have all of the goods, you have all of the gifts already within you. There's just some release work that's happening so you can see the enchantment that resides around you and within you. But overall, pile one, this is a grand time for you, a time of really, it's a newness of emotions by releasing and ending certain cycles of how you've been using the energies of the emotions. And by releasing some blockages to really just open you up to a clearer, more vibrant, more supportive experience. Okay? So pile one, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Do give it a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't. And I look forward to reading for you again. Thanks again. Bye. Hey there, pile two. Welcome. So let's get into the energies for you and see how this new moon in Cancer is impacting you. So for pile two collective, please, Spirit, how are the energies impacting them mentally, emotionally, physically? And did I say energetically? Energetically, please, for pile two collective. We got two cards. Maybe I didn't shuffle these too well. It's the same as pile one. Let's do it again. All right, so for pile two collective, how are the energies of this new moon in Cancer impacting them? I'm hearing a slow release, justice, closure. Very nice. All right, so pile two, the energies are really creating greater balance within you. I feel like you've gone through some really intense energies. And so you're really moving forth in a more lighter state for this new moon in Cancer. You're closing out an old cycle, so closing off from the past. So there may be some things that may be coming up within you in your energy field, certain chords that are coming up that may be wanting to revisit or that are maybe still attached to you. You're being guided to just keep walking. Notice how like here, right? I don't know if you can see the closure card, but here she's in all black, right? And then here with the Justice, look at her in white. That contrast between, you know, I'm hearing the yin, the yang, the light, the dark. So there's this balancing that's happening. It's like you're releasing, like again, same with pile 1, it's like this ending, there's this melding of the endings and new beginnings. It's like you're walking away from some things in the past, but moving into a more balanced state for your new beginning. Okay, you're going to feel that more and more as you continue to walk into this new moon energy. Okay, the key here for you is peace. Peace will set you free, is what I'm getting. So, the energies are impacting predominantly like your lower chakras, so your root chakras, and I'm also getting like your legs. So you may feel some like tension through the legs or achiness through your legs and into your feet. Pile 2, know if you need medical assistance, please go for it. Do, you know, make that call. This is not medical advice or anything like that. I'm just reading the cards and the energies. So I'm feeling for you, there may be some like lower, like if the legs may feel tight, achy, almost like shin splints kind of vibe, or even like maybe a bit of sciatic stuff. It could come in different forms, but there's like something, it's like the energies in the legs are releasing, okay, and becoming more lighter. But sometimes you have to feel the heaviness to get to the lighter space. Or it could be that your body needs a little bit more TLC at this time, just overall. So stretching is definitely that, and massage therapy may be 2 keys for you if you're feeling that heaviness, especially if you're like, if you feel like you're closing out of the cycle, which I do feel you are, pile 2, you may want to do like a massage or a Reiki treatment, because that could really help the body to assimilate to the new. Okay, help it to release the old programming, the old way of holding itself with that stress, and to allow it to settle into a new pattern or a new state. Okay, so emotionally though, you may feel like the emotions may be up or down, or there's certain emotions that may be revisited as you are revisiting certain experiences that you're walking away from, pile 2. It's all good. Know that it's not coming around again. It is, but not in the same way, because you're not the same person. You're just kind of walking through the last of it. It's kind of like when you sweep a floor, but you kind of have to do it again. I don't know about you, but I do, probably because I do a half-assed job the first time around. But it's like you may have to just do another like sweep just to kind of clear out some things, you know, just make it all spanking new, clean and shiny and happy flooring, you know, that kind of thing. Know this. Stay focused, pile 1, or sorry, pile 2. Probably for pile 1 too, if you're coming from pile 1. I feel like you're gonna have like greater clarity and greater confidence as you continue to move into this new chapter or this new cycle in your life. It's like you're letting the old go. And they're saying to just stay focused on the new as you continue to move forward, because as you do, something's happening to your third eye, pile 2. It's like it's expanding further. Keep your eyes open as well, pile 2, as you continue to move forward, meaning use your eyes to really see. And I know that sounds stupid, but let me ask you, how many of you actually use your eyes? Half of us are in our minds, and we're just like in our minds, we're seeing certain things in front of us, but we're not really seeing it. They're asking you to really see what's in front of you. Not only will it help you to be present, pile 2, but there's a lot of light codes coming in at this time, and it's impacting the vision, it's impacting the third eye, it's helping everything. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really helping your eyes yourself to assimilate to the new. Anything else? As far as the mental body, it's like choose peace. You're in a greater state of balance moving forward, pile 2. Congratulations on that. Your key really is to move forward and remember who you are and remember where you've come from, how far you've come. Because I feel like that's going to give you greater strength to kind of move beyond the past and say, hell no, I'm not dealing with this again. I'm better than this. Or just really close a door for good. All right, let's, oh my God. Okay, let's continue. So for pile 2, please, pile 2 collective for this new moon in, oh, that flew right out. Wondrous universe. Walk in beauty, love it. Rainbow blessings. I do, like, I feel like there's like a lot of blessings coming in during this time. Like into like August, there's like blessings coming in for people. So if you've been waiting for your blessings to come in, pile 2, I feel like it's coming in. Like here, you got cleansing water. You saw, like, if you're from pile 1, you know, I shuffled, I really did. So I'm not sure, it's come out again. So we have here, I hope you can see these cards. We have Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. We have Rainbow Blessings. Blessings are showering your life. And then we have Cleansing Waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Okay, first things first. With the Wondrous Universe, and with the Justice cards, notice how both of their arms, like their arms are out. And I feel like the receptive mode, or the receptive mode is key for you. Being open and receptive to the universe, and being open to and receptive to what's happening around you. Because there's blessings coming in for you, pile 2. It's about just kind of going with the stream at this point. Just kind of allowing things to kind of transpire around you, because I feel like I can sense this shifting around you. There's a shifting that's happening around you, whether you see it or not, but you're just being asked to be open to what's happening. They're not showing me like what exactly is going to be happening, because I feel like there's different areas of your life that's going to be transitioning. With the Uncovering Treasures card, it says, beneath the surface lies great bounty. And I left this the way because it was just so clear underneath. It says, a fresh new way of living emerges. And I feel like that at this time, as you're moving forth, you're transitioning, you're changing, hence the purification. There may be, you're still in this transformative period of greater and greater balance. You're releasing still some stuff, like I said, in the lower chakras for you that extend into the legs, pile 2. But in your physical reality, I feel like this is going to change the way you do certain things. And as a result, you're going to see gifts or treasures in different ways. And one of those treasures is the way that you've been seeing yourself, pile 2. I don't think you've been giving yourself enough credit, pile 2. But as you move forward, I feel like you're going to be feeling more and more like the mystical being that you are. You're going to be feeling more and more empowered within yourself. And here, like with the dragon, I'm seeing like that solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. And not really caring too much about others, because you know where the treasure lies, and that's within you. Certain things during this period are going to stick out for you. There's certain, it could be tools, it could be ideas. There's certain breadcrumbs that will be given to you along, excuse me, within the next couple of weeks, okay, during this cycle. And they're going to stick out. Because they're going to be different than what you've typically have dealt with or seen in your past. You're being asked to look at them. And obviously use your own discretion and your own instincts about whether or not you choose it. but there's something about looking at them. You know, sometimes just seeing something, right? Just really looking at something, oh, is awakening, is activating for oneself. And for you, like, it's like your vision is changing. The way that you're seeing things is changing. You've done so much internal work, and now on this external world, you're going to be seeing a lot of your manifestations come to light. So you're being asked to enjoy it. Now, there may be moments for you, pal, too, that you may be really active during this new moon, but I also feel like there are moments of that you need to rest and relax. And they're saying use the water element to really fill you up. And that could be, you know, getting into a bath, being by the lake. It could be something like that. But it could also be using your intuition, using those things that bring that emotional state to a more restful or a more peaceful or just a more content state. Use your emotions, use your intuition, use those aspects, use the subconscious to really work in your favor. I'll give you an example. Right now I'm doing these YouTube videos. I'm watching these like YouTube videos that reprogram the subconscious mind, because I'm like, I'm sleeping, I'm not doing anything, I might as well multitask. So I'm listening to these YouTube videos that help to shift my subconscious mind. And I noticed I used to do it before, and it actually really worked. So, but I for some reason stopped. And so I started back up again. I'm like, you know, and I just noticed a difference. But for you, it's something about the water element and utilizing that water element in one aspect or another to really just support you during this process. But there's an opening that's happening for you. And part of it could be, you know, some planetary alignments that are working within your chart. In a specific way, in a favorable way for you, pal, too. But regardless of whether it's planetary or not, I feel like it's written in the stars for you. This is a time of receiving for you, a time of being in a receptive, open state for you. Because again, a fresh new way of living emerges. Because what I'm getting is, for you, and this may not be for everybody, but I feel like you're a wild one. You have a wild spirit within you, and you go against the norm. And so it's like, maybe you've been, you know, going with the norm for a little bit too long, and it's time to kind of walk away. And that may be something that you're closing out on, is going that straight and narrow way and moving into a space of just it being my way, your way. But regardless, you're really lighting up and growing into a more balanced state. Okay, so be open to the opportunities around you, pal, too. Really, really nice. All right, so final card for pile 2 collective for this new moon in Cancer. Spirit, okay. Children. And we have enchantment bottom of the deck. So yeah, I feel like it's about you invoking that free spirit. It's about you just bringing that inner child out to play, because it's time for you to play with the universe. It's time for you to just have some fun. Because I feel like with you, pal, too, it's like when you're in when you're invoking that inner child, that really brings forth a more balanced state for you. And I feel like there's something related to that and the treasure. Maybe that's the treasure within you that's coming out. That's going to help bring you greater balance. Because you have the scales and then you have the twins here. Interesting. So if any of you resonate with that, can you give me a like, please? I just, and it's like they're looking up at this. And I don't know, that's just kind of the way that I'm seeing it here. It's like, that's going to bring you more peace and greater balance and really help you to feel your power during this time. Lightness is key for you, pile 2. This new moon in Cancer is really trying to invoke that lightness within you, because that's going to take you further and it's going to really bring in those blessings. Okay? So that's your reading, pile 2. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Do give it a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to reading for you again. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Hey there, pile 3. Welcome. We are going into the energies for you for this new moon in Cancer. Let's see how these energies are impacting you. So for the pile 3 collective, please, Spirit, how are the energies impacting them physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically? Is that it? That's it. Okay. Oh, lovely. Okay, so let's go into energies first. So how are these energies impacting you? So pile 3, I feel like with you with this new moon in Cancer, I think it's going to be invoking some emotions within you. But like the word that I'm getting is hope. You may have been experiencing some darkness, and with the family card here, I do feel like that's a major theme for you. But in a sense of it, but it all comes back to you. So you may have had experiences where, you know, like really heavy family dynamics, you know, heavy dynamics in the family. But I feel like you're moving into a lighter space with respects to that. But this really comes back to you. And there's some shadow stuff that has been possibly popping up for you, some pain, some wounding in the past. But moving into this new moon of Cancer, you're moving into a lighter space. It's like you're moving out of the darkness and into the light, pile 3, and invoking more lighter emotions within you. Now, number 1, it feels like your intuition, sorry, I'm totally going on a side note, but this is kind of where it's taking me. So it's like your intuition is heightening during this Cancer new moon, and I feel like it's going to progress into Lionsgate for you, pile 3. And so with that intuition rising up within you, it's like you may be experiencing some noise around you, clutter around you. And that could, some of that clutter, some of the noise could be, you know, the way that certain experiences that you've had in your past, certain wounds that you've been holding on to, things like that, that may be popping up as in clutter. And I'm not trying to devalue your experience. It's just a lack of a better word, sorry. But it's like there may be some things like that that are coming up along your path that are just there to be cleared out for you, so that way you can really move into your future energies. So as you continue to walk pile 3, it's really important that you spend time alone when you can, and when you feel like you're a little overwhelmed is what I'm getting, because that time alone is really going to help you ground to yourself, ground within yourself. It's like you need to be in the silence in order to recognize when you're in the noise, what is yours and what is not. And so as you continue to move in, that intuition is opening up for you, and it's really helping you to understand things in a certain way, be able to express things in a certain way. There may be some repressed emotions, pile 3, that may be coming up for you to just kind of heal and release. It's because you're ready. You're ready to let it go. You're realizing You're opening up your energy field, you're opening up your awareness to a higher viewpoint than what you've been experiencing. But sometimes we still have to grieve for those moments, you know, for those hurtful moments, in order to really let it go, to help, to let go of that anchor, to allow us to rise up. And that's what it feels like for you. And you may feel, Pile 3, that your hands are burning. I know it's kind of random, but I feel like it's not, because you're so intuitive and you're empathic. There's an empathic aspect of you, and that sensitivity extends to the touch, it extends to the hands. And so you may feel it through the hands, and it could be like activations through the hands. If you feel like they're burning, you know, like I've said before, see like a medical practitioner. This is not a diagnosis or a treatment. You know, if you need to go see a doctor, see a doctor. But what I'm trying to say with this reading is that cool it down by either putting it in water or touching like trees, or like something about the earth, right? Like the grass or the trees or the water, if that's something that you're feeling. I'm also sensing possibly a sore throat as well, just because there's a lot happening in your upper chakras. Pile 3, excuse me. And I feel like as this is happening for you, I want you to know your whole world is changing, because you're really expanding beyond the old wounds and the old box, okay? So, fire. There may be spouts of anger, Pile 3, that may be popping up as well as a result, frustration and anger. It's okay, they're just emotions coming up to be released. You're going through some purification of your energies and of your world. But continue to walk and continue to move through it. Like I said, you're ready to let it go. But overall, this is really empowering for you, Pile 3. The energies are really empowering, because it's really just creating a greater sense of self and self-confidence, and just really helping you to feel stable within your own skin and in your reality. You're going to find, as a result of this energetic shift that's happening, it's going to create growth in a way of expanding who you are, what you do in the world, how you do it. So it may be intense at certain moments, but know this too shall pass. All right? So let's continue on. What else do they need to know for Pile 3 collective, please, Spirit? Okay. For this new moon in Cancer. Unknown territory. We have watching clouds. Interesting. Look at me making a mess. Hold on. One more card? You can give me one more? Okay, thank you. View from above. And then we have vast vista. All right, Pile 3. Let's move these up. So we have unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. There may be frustration or anger. Could be about the past, but it could also be about where you're moving forward to. Things aren't moving in front of you. Just unknown, just not knowing how to move forth in how to move forth with a situation or decision or whatnot. And with the watching clouds, lie back, rest and relax card, what I'm getting here is you don't know, you may not know what to do, Pile 3. It's because it's not time for you to make that move yet. Trust that when you're supposed to know, you'll know. You're a smart cookie. Like, you really are. You're a smart cookie, and you're a strong cookie. You'll know when you're supposed to know. Right now, you're going through some intense energies, and you're releasing the old, and your focus is on moving forward. But that doesn't necessarily have to be by action. It could just be by resting and relaxing. It could just be by just expanding your horizons by looking around you, by opening up your views, right? Because look at that, we got vast vista, look how he's looking around, and then we have view from above. As you continue through this process, you're going to find that your vision will open up more and more, because you're releasing some old stuff, and I'm getting karmic stuff, so it must be pretty heavy. And as you do, you're going to find that you're going to rise and rise and rise, and you're going to be able to get the mental clarity that you need to move forward. And I feel like it's going to come through inspiration, pile 3, but it's hard to get the inspiration when we're heavy with other stuff. But there's a connection that's happening during this new moon, pile 3. It could be a connection with a child, your inner child, but it's like, for some of you, it's that connection, this connection to the inner child that you've lost due to wounding. And this could be parents. And with the Cancerian energy, home, hearth, it could be mother stuff. Something that may have happened, an experience that maybe you may be revisiting that has to do with your mother. And as a result of that has impacted how you connect with yourself and perhaps the feminine within yourself, or also a mother figure. And for some of you, it's a past loved one. Oh, pile 3. You're doing some serious work during this new moon in Cancer. You're moving forward, though, regardless if you can see the changes happening in front of you or not. You're being asked to stay focused and just to give yourself that love and care and that compassion as you move forward, and trust the wisdom that you're given, because you are really connected to the divine and you are very empathic. But there's a reason why things may not be moving as you want them to. It's because there's something in your environment that you're yet to see. There's something around you that they want you to just focus on right now. That's a stepping stone for the future. And so for now, they're saying just stay focused, because that momentum for you is going to build. But nourishment right now is key for you. All right? It is key for you. Get the big picture. And that's going to give you some further information. All right, final card for pile 3, please, for this new moon and Cancer spirit. Pile 2 got this too, healing. And we got support. And you've got Waffles right here, making herself known. Okay, so we have the healing card. I feel like for you, pile 3, you're going to be feeling like I was saying, with your intuition being heightened, I feel like you're going to be feeling more support around you in different ways. Like you may be connecting more to your ancestors at this time with a support card. You may be sensing them more. You may be feeling like, like a tickle along your shoulder, or like, lights flickering, or like something like that, or like, drawn to a picture of a deceased loved one. I don't know, but I feel like they're going to be making themselves known to you. And I don't mean to scare you if you get scared at that. If you're scared of that, just delete what I just said. You'll get to it when you get to it. But I feel like you're really going to be tapping more into that intuitive nature and that sensitive nature within you. And through that, you're going to feel the connectedness of all things. Sorry, I think I just gave you a little bit of a what's it called? Well, it's okay. Anyway, and so if you resonate with the ancestors, if that makes you feel really excited, you just may want to start talking to them, Pile 3, because they're there with you and they're helping you with this transformation. Because what I'm getting is like Phoenix rising, and like a Phoenix rising, and I feel like that Phoenix is you. It's like you're rising out from the past and you're moving into new horizons. And now's the time just to look around and just allow the alignment, allow things to be released, because things will shift, and when they do, it will be very quick. It will be very quick. And you'll know when it's time to act, because you'll see it and it'll just be instinct. You won't have to second guess it. There's one phrase that me and my friends say. We say, you know, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. It has to be a hell yes. Otherwise, it's just a no. So things will become clear as you continue to move forward, Pile 3. Really, it will. All right, so that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, Pile 3. Thank you for watching. Do give it a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't. And I look forward to reading for you guys again. Thanks again for watching. Bye.